Skyboxes are going to allow you to create levels that are outdoors or seemingly outdoors, or at least portions of your levels that are seemingly outdoors. Let's go ahead with our entity tool and place our trusty Noesis small or simple room prefab. And we'll put our camera in there. Alright, right now we have our prefab room, which is our basically 4 walls and a ceiling and a floor. So let's ungroup these guys. Indoor room. But what if we want an outdoor area? Well, the simplest thing we can do is add what's called a Skybox texture. We'll click our roof, go to our material face edit sheet, browse, type in tools. Actually, let's type in Skybox first. Skybox. Now, the Skybox, you'll be able to see a range of skyboxes, basically materials that look like skies, complete with a horizon and the sky. And there's multiple ones. You'll see they're called day 1, up, down, left, right, back, up. Now, we don't actually want to apply these materials to your objects. They would simply just be an image. They would be a static image that looks like the tile you're clicking on. If we were to add this guy, we get this stretched out texture. It's not actually going to be a sky, although it kind of looks like one right here. The texture that we're looking for, go back to browse, type tools. Now in the tools tab, we have a range of different tools which we'll go through, some we've used. And near the bottom, we have the Skybox material. Now the Skybox material, if we double click and apply it, doesn't look like anything special within our viewer. In fact, it almost just looks like a slightly, blue version with some darker blue lines of our measurement textures. But, as we'll see, upon saving our map and running it, just call ourselves Noesis Skybox, run our map, normal. What the Skybox actually does, the material texture of Skybox, is project a 3-dimensional appearing space on that texture. It basically simulates a cube environment using 6 different textures, which were the original textures we saw there when we searched for Skybox. And when you're in your level, they move in registration with you. So we actually have the appearance now, as we run around our room, that we have a wide open space. Quite amazing. One simple texture, a Skybox texture, that allows us the simulation of being outdoors. Now, a few things to note. Let's just exit this. You'll notice that the Skybox is directly over our head. It's really close to us. If we were to place a few objects in here, such as our fizz gun, let's go back to entities, add in our weapon _ fizz cannon, plop that in there, and just a physics prop that we can move around. So go back to our entities, do a prop physics, prop physics, spell, there we go. Add a prop physics, select our world model to be, let's see, our oil drum again. Oil drum. Don't want it to be explosive because we want to keep throwing it around. Can run our map again. We'll notice that we can break the illusion, the really nice illusion that our Skybox adds, really quickly if we start, once we add objects in here. So grab our gun, grab a barrel, and let's chuck it up in the sky yonder. Oh! It's just like we chucked it at a wall. It's going to bounce off the texture that is, in essence, right above our head. You can see as I jump, it actually is hitting the ceiling. So although it doesn't look like it's there, it definitely is. Okay, exit. So what do we have to do to make this actually work well? Well, first step, simply delete our ceiling. And we want to create a box that surrounds our level here and apply the Skybox texture to that. So we have our Skybox texture here. You're going to want to create a sizable box, completely surrounds your entire level. And you want it to be tall enough. Let's check out our side view. You want it to be tall enough so that the player standing inside who grabs the prop object and chucks it straight up is not actually going to be able to hit the ceiling with it. So you need your room to be big enough so that anyone who picks that up and throws it straight up or out is going to not make it to the ceiling to break that illusion. Likewise, on the edges, if we were to have this right on top or right below, you could chuck it right out, and depending on the rest of your level, if there's ladders or higher elevation, if you look down, you would actually see potentially, some littered objects on the ground, or you'd see the horizon down below. So we'll go over more how to create the illusion of the horizon a little bit, but for now, Skybox, just make sure it's big enough that anywhere you throw an object, if possible, it's not going to hit one of the walls. So make this object solid. Just kind of exaggerate it. Solid object. We're inside. We have to hollow it out. We could just quickly Control H to hollow it out. Leave a default value. And now you see we have this cube that surrounds our level. That is a Skybox texture. And that Skybox, that simulated sky that we were just looking at, is going to be applied to all this entire area. We can also shrink one of our walls, get a feel for how the horizon works. And let's actually change what the sky looks like. Now, there is only one Skybox material to apply to simulate the sky. The way you can actually change which texture, which of these Skybox skies that we have applied, let's say we want one of these sunset skies, a sky day 03. To actually change that, we go to the map properties. So let's close our face edit sheet. Map properties. You can name your map. There's some other key values for your map. The one we're looking for is the Skybox texture name. And we have our sky day 01. We can change to sky day 02, 03. Now, one of my favorites, really dramatic change from the one we just saw, is sky day 01, 08. Change that, hit apply. Got our new Skybox cube around our level. We'll just run our map again. When it loads up, we're going to see a sunset, darker sky. Look at that. Much different feel. Really cool. Now if we grab this guy, only have one barrel here, chuck it up. Oh, don't break that illusion at all. We have the one barrel, so let's go to our developer console with the tilde, type restart, quickly restart our level. Let's go out here, gonna jump. You can see that horizon as I jump up. Chuck that out there. If you see as I jump, you see it actually rolling around down there on the bottom. So those are the type of things you have to look out for when creating your levels, creating your Skybox, that you actually mask the edges so you don't give up that illusion of space. All right, we'll exit that. So that's your simple 2D Skybox.